That's the tone right there.
I know you're a Les Paul lover. I've seen you play Les Paul many times. So this is the Les Paul to end all Les Pauls. My friend Chris, I won't try to pronounce his last name. It starts with a T, so I'm going to call him Chris T. From Black Cat Guitar here in Boston. Really good friend of mine, and also somebody who's really kept all my stuff working really well. So Chris had this guitar new or however he got it, but it's a Shanks Les Paul Relic. So you can see like it's really pretty fucked up from the factory. Tons of checking. Like I don't know if you can see the checked headstock. It's pretty awesome. It's all like, you know, it has that like gray look. Super light too. So unchambered 8 pounds.
That's insane.
It's crazy. Yeah, feel how light it is.
Oh, that would save my back.
Yes. Yeah. So the story with this one was my friend Chris had it, and he's a luthier, and I would go over there for guitar setups, and he'd have it. I always play it, whatever. But he's very much a vintage PAF tone snob. He was like, "Hey, I know you like my guitar. I'm going to build my own guitar. I'm going to sell it if you want to buy it." So I bought it, and the great thing is like he's already done the frets over. He's done a new bone nut. He's done all the electronics over. And so one of the things that was really cool is he winds pickups. So he has like all these like well-known people play his pickups. Meticulous, hand-wound, but they're very vintage spec. So through prodding and begging against his will, he decided to make me a more modern set of pickups. So typically I kind of like, you know, my go-to is like, I always said like, if you have a guitar and you're wondering if it sucks or not, you put a Duncan JB in the bridge and a Duncan 59 in the neck, and if it still sucks, it sucks, get rid of it. So I was kind of like, yeah, maybe we could start with, you know, that sort of output and vibe, but I want it to be more three-dimensional to clean up, and like, for me, I really wanted the neck pickup again to be able to be clean, but also have that like, so it's like if you're doing the singing thing. Like I still wanted that, and even the in between, it's like. But then I wanted the bridge to be like. So I wanted to be aggressive, and I still wanted to do all the, like you said, this kind of, I'm going to call it the slash tone, right, for better. But then I also wanted it to be able to go, get the clean thing.
Yeah, so the versatility on all these guitars we've talked about are like paramount.
Well, that's, so the one thing too is like, you know, what's the word where they say, jack of all trades, master of none. Right. So like, I'm definitely a bit more of a chameleon in my sort of music taste and in gigs and recording, and, you know, whether it's some weird funk project, a roots project, like, you know, you've worked on this, which, you know, is like kind of a blues rock thing. You worked with me and Josh on the, like what I would consider like a very like rootsy acoustic thing. I do like alt rock, heavy rock, funk. And so like all my guitars have to have a good clean tone. Yeah. And so these pickups, he custom wound these for me, and they are called, well, the nickname is the Harper, because that's me. That's and I think that was like him actually, I thought it was a compliment. He's like, I'm going to call these the Harper, but I think he meant it in a negative way. But anyway, so they're Black Cat guitar, and they're the modern vintage set. And I love these pickups. A bunch of my friends have already kind of got them, and they're just like, it's just, put them in your Les Paul and be happy.
Thank you for sharing these guitars. They're absolutely wonderful guitars. The Axe effects, the tones you have here and that are on the record, and just hearing them in person, they sound amazing. I think that they fit very well with the aesthetic of the record and the classic kind of comfortable sound. I think people will really appreciate.